Dear parents and families, today's homework help video is for tonight's homework 5-9. It involves comparing fractions and story problems. Please understand that students are not yet being taught to reduce fractions. They have been taught to use fraction bars or number lines to compare fractions, or to compare them to 1/2, or to draw diagrams. So another thing they have been taught is when comparing fractions, if the top numbers, the numerators, or the bottom numbers are the same, they have a little riddle for that too, which I can fill you in on. For the first problem, Jack buys 4/3 pound of plums, Martin buys 6/3 pounds of apples. Who buys more fruit? Explain your answer. When the students should recognize that they are comparing 4/3 and 6/3. What we teach the students are when the bottom's the same, look high, the higher number is bigger. If the tops were the same, look low, the lower number is bigger. And we're helping the students to understand that with the denominator, the smaller the number, the larger the piece size. With the numerator, the larger the number, the more pieces. So when they're comparing the same size pieces, the more pieces you have, the bigger. And then, so they would explain Martin because, and they can say 6/3 is larger than 4/3 because if you have 6 of one size piece and 4 of another size piece, 6 pieces is more than 4 pieces. They could also explain it because 6/3 is equal to 2. They have learned that the top divided by the bottom is a division problem, and 4/3 is closer to 1. They can explain whatever way they figured it out. It's further along on the number line. Their explanation just has to make sense. Now, with a tricky problem like number 2, May runs 10 miles every day after school. Beth says that she runs farther than May every day because she runs 5/2 miles every day after school. Is her statement correct? Explain your answer. So when they are comparing 5/2 and they are comparing 10/4, this can be really tricky because they haven't yet learned that these are equivalent by doing multiplication or division. Probably what would be easiest is to have them draw a diagram of 5/2. So I'm gonna draw the holes, cut them in half, and shade 5 of them. And then I'm going to do the same thing for 10/4, except what I'm going to do is cut these into 4ths. And then I will shade 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then hopefully the children can see both of these have 2 holes shaded and both of them have half. So it's the same amount. So here the answer, is her statement correct? They would answer no. They run the same because, and then they could explain if they used a diagram, if they used a number line, or if some of your students are ready to understand equivalent fractions through multiplication and division, they could explain it that way as well. I hope this video helps with homework tonight, and please let us know if you have any questions.